Shalom, shalom, shalom. Barakatah, barakatah, barakatah to the Father of lights. Peace and blessings to the Son and big brother to the kingdom, Yahweh Shai. Peace and power to the throne of King David. Peace and blessings to the royal house. And to you out there edifying, listening, learning, and staying spiritual. You know, I was led through my spirit to do a little in-depth study on Judite kings. All right, because what I just experienced really had an impact on me to be even better. I never want to fall into that line of I'm not wicked. I'm not a wicked man, but sometimes you can be wicked by omission. You can not mean to be and still end up doing something by omission. I don't want to be in that either. I want to be the best version of myself that I can for this kingdom, for the Most High, and for you, the flock that He's put me over. And this dude here, man. I've been on this for a few days now, and I'm still learning even more shit that he done. Stuff that I can't even say, because it wouldn't do the body no good to hear it. Things that he said, things that he's done, all right, some of his intentions, all right. You just never know somebody, man. This was a real wake-up call for me. I mean, the curtain is all the way down on this nigga, man. See, brothers are coming forward now because they were afraid to come forward because me having so much confidence in them, they didn't feel that if they came to me, I would take their word for it. And which, sadly to say, maybe I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I ain't going to even say maybe. That's a cop-out. I wouldn't have. I had so much confidence in him that I couldn't see him doing the shit that I'm finding out he's doing. And that was a grave mistake on my part. But it'll never happen again. Really blown away. But Most High told me, this is nothing new. See, this is probably one of the main reasons why we're still here. There's still some things that I had to learn about people and about Judah as a whole. All right. Judah has, since King Solomon, always had wicked kings in the bloodline. What we dealt with in these last couple of years, Sar, Nehemiah, they're going to go down in the history books, all right, while the angelic scribes are writing, all right. All this is being recorded, and they're going to go down as just another example of wicked kings, man. I wanted to read y'all some things that I found that I was researching, all right. This is what's my notes at? Let's go to Jeremiah 22. Jeremiah 22. Starting at verse 28. All right. It's talking about, well, it says, is this man Coniah a despised, broken idol? Is he a vessel wherein is no pleasure? Wherein before are they cast out, he and his seed, and are cast into a land which they know not. O earth, 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 hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, write ye this man childless, a man that shall not prosper in his days. For no man of his seed shall prosper, sitting upon the throne of David and ruling any more in Judah. Now, this was talking about, hold on. I believe this was Jeconiah. Wasn't Josiah. I believe this was Jeconiah. I read this passage in Jehoiakim. Yeah, it was Jehoiakim. All right. So let me start at verse 28 again. Is this man Jehoiakim a despised, broken idol? Is he a vessel wherein is no pleasure? Wherefore are they cast out, he and his seed, and are cast into a land which they know not? O earth, 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 hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, write ye this man childless, a man that shall not prosper in his days, for no man of his seed shall prosper, sitting upon the throne of David and ruling any more in Judah. So the Most High cast him all the way out. All right, all the way. Okay. 2 Kings chapter 21. Let's go there. Starting at verse 1. Manasseh was 12 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 50 and 5 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hephzibah. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, after the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. For he built up again the high places which Hezekiah his father had destroyed, and he reared up altars for Baal, and made a grove, as did Ahab king of Israel, and worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served them. And he built altars in the house of the Lord, of which the Lord said, in Jerusalem will I put my name. And he built altars for all the hosts of heaven in the two courts of the house of the Lord. And he made his son pass through the fire, and observed times, and used enchantments, and dealt with familiar spirits and wizards. He wrought much wickedness in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger. And he set a graven image of the grove that he had made in the house of which the Lord said to David and to Solomon his son, in this house and in Jerusalem, which I have chosen out of all the tribes of Israel, will I put my name forever. Neither will I make the feet of Israel move any more out of the land which I gave their fathers, only if they will observe to do according to all that I have commanded them, and according to all the law that my servant Moses commanded them. But they hearkened not. And Manasseh seduced them to do more evil than did the nations whom the Lord destroyed before the children of Israel. So Manasseh, another one, wicked as hell. Okay, wicked as hell. Now, here was some other wicked ass kings. Ammon. Ammon served for 2 years. He worshiped idols and offered sacrifices to them. His own servants killed him. Jehoram, married to Athaliah, the daughter of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel of Israel. He turned away from the power, caused the people to worship false gods, and murdered his brothers. Manasseh, we just read about him, committed the same terrible sins as the nations in Canaan that the Lord had chased out. He rebuilt the altars on the hills that his father Hezekiah had knocked down. Rehoboam, although he reigned in Jerusalem, he did not seek the Lord with all his heart. Ahab. Now Rehoboam, that was Solomon's son. Ahaz reigned for 16 years, during which time he had a Syrian-style altar erected in the temple court. He is also reported to have offered his son as a sacrifice to one of the foreign gods. Ahaziah did not love the Lord and did not try to obey his laws. His mother, Queen Athaliah, taught him to be bad when he was a little boy. All right. Now, that's a short list of the wicked kings of Judah. Israel, all they fucking kings was wicked. Every last one of them. Ain't that something? So, when we move into this 21st century, we got kings here. All right. All these brothers in here from Judah, the kings, recycle kings. Nothing new under the sun, right? Well, the men, the ancient men that the Bible speaks of, they're right here. Let me get a precept. All right. This is Ezekiel 9:6. You understand why it says this too. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So, y'all hear that? Which were before the house. What house? The royal house, this house. So, all these wicked kings that we got, that we've had in here, all right? When killing time come, y'all gonna be the first ones to get it. Gonna hunt you down and unalive you in the most gruesome ways for being wicked. Nehemiah, you part of that group now. Know that. All the kings that I named, all right, that did idolatry, that led the people away, all right, in this new day and age, in this royal house, there's a new tactic. See, these wicked kings wouldn't try to lead you to another god. They wouldn't be in here and try to lead you to Baal or, Astaroth or any of these other, that's the old way. See, this is a new covenant, right? So under a new covenant, you got new tactics. You got new angles in which these wicked kings will try to undermine and mislead. And a lot of it has to do with self and being selfish. Okay. Basically getting in positions of power and then undermining the teachings and everything that are presented in the house. That's the goal. See, it's only one house, it's only one king. Now, can't take the king down, so the next best thing to do is to get under the king, gain the king's trust, and undermine the king without him knowing. That's the new tactic. See, that's how the devil is. This wicked motherfucker here done shit that, man, breaking commandment after commandment. Now, I ain't talking about Moses' law. I'm talking about the 10 commandments. All right? I mean, I won't go all the way into detail, but I haven't heard he was eyeballing somebody's wife. You know? Eyeballing them. With serious plans on trying to take her away from her husband. I'm like, you couldn't have told me this, man. And I believe it. I believe it. See, when I catch a liar, I strike everything they ever told me. I don't believe none of it. That's what happens in the court of law. When you get caught under perjury, they'd be like, strike the record. You know why? Because when you take the stand, they catch you on one lie. They like, well, how many more lies did we not catch you in? So we got to strike the whole record. So that's what I do here. I don't believe nothing this nigga say now. And what I want to show y'all how to do, if you haven't got it down, if you have, good. But if not, you better learn. Y'all know how I tell you, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. This what I mean. All right? I know some of y'all get tired of this. You're like, come on, man. Can you teach, man? Can you just teach? Forget all that. No, this is teaching. This is life skills. I got to show some of y'all how to do this. You know why? Because y'all get caught in the same trap. I'm going to tell you what that trap is. You'll know somebody for a long time. And they'll gain your trust. They'll gain everything, right? And when you find out who they really are, they'll show you that they're a fucking demon. And you'll continue to hang on to the old person that you loved while dealing with the new person that you know ain't shit. And then that's where the excuses come in. That's when you make excuses for them. Well, they had a bad day. Well, Mel, well, they were going through something. Well, yeah, they did that, but you know, they also did this. They did some good. No, they did that good to win you over to where you are now and make you that gullible, trusting ass motherfucker where now they can keep getting over on you. All right? This is the reason for this, what I'm about to write to you. I mean, what I'm about to read to you right now. This is why Yahweh Shai said this. Let's go to it's in the Gospels. Mm, hold on a minute. Okay. All right. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. Verse 30. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. So, we had a member, right? He was a member. Yahushua, all right, said, don't keep dealing with that member when you already find out they ain't shit, man. Cut them off and cast them far from me. Now, some of your personal lives, you don't do that because you're used to doing it the world's way. Well, everybody deserves a chance, and nobody's perfect. No, look, man, scratch all that, man. Fuck all that shit. It's dangerous. You keep dealing with these toxic, wicked-ass motherfuckers, man, they will wreck your life. They will wreck your life. Okay? Learn how to cut them off. See? And the reason I made a lot of these things public is so that I could, number one, show you that I'm serious. All right? Let me get another precept. Let's go to Acts 10:34. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive that power is no respecter of persons. So, if you want to continue to deal with somebody on the level of position, who they are, who they think they are, you're showing respect of persons. The Most High not like that. And I told y'all a long time ago, I don't give a fuck how close you are or how close you think you are to me. You know, if I catch you slipping and I find out that you're not what you're supposed to be, you out of here. This man didn't believe me. He thought he had the wood. Now, he had the wool down, I ain't gonna lie. But he thought he had it down so far that even when I found out who he really is, I won't do nothing. Because I found out after we had the tribunal, this motherfucker called one of the brothers. Oh, yeah, man, yeah, you know. Yeah, these brothers, man, they tried to change the narrative, man, but that's all right. So that showed me right there, this nigga ain't learned a motherfucking thing. Nothing. He's one of these wicked-ass kings, man. And that's why I said in, what was that, Ezekiel 9, it says, begin at the ancient men of the house. This is why. And he ain't the only one. There's going to be a lot of these niggas out there getting bopped on. Okay? Because they wicked as fuck. They crept in. He never really became part of the body. He just kind of glossed over it. They're very slick in their doings. They're very methodical, you know? And it can happen to anybody, you know? It can happen to anybody if you get busy enough and you stop kind of paying attention. And it's hard when you got a lot of things you're shoveling and juggling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. And now that shit that went full blown and the exposure is here, what do? Well, this was a test for me. How was it a test? Well, do I have the fortitude to put somebody like that away that I grew to love? Hell yeah, I do. See, this is the key, y'all. The reason a lot of y'all keep dealing with a motherfucker like that is because you're trying to hold on to what you thought they were while you try to deal with the one who you know they are. So you get caught in the middle. Instead of cutting their ass all the way off and letting that new demon teach you why you don't need to deal with them at all. Because they'll teach you. Oh, you did that. You did that. Makes it easier for you to cut them off. I cut this nigga off immediately. I said, I don't ever want to talk to you again. And I don't. And this is a lesson for y'all. Y'all got to do the same thing. Some of y'all like that with your family members. You know, friends. Yeah, I said family. Some family ain't no good. Think about how many people, man, are in families, right? They got an uncle, daddy, cousin. That's the molested people in the family, right? One little girl, one little boy. And it's fucked up because the family keep dealing with this motherfucker. They won't call the police on him. They won't, you know, do nothing. Well, you know, he didn't mean it. Yes, he did. He meant it. Then you get older and find out 5 more of your cousins and 2 more of your brothers or sisters was raped by this fucking pedophile maniac. And punk ass mama or daddy didn't do shit to protect you. Now the child grows up scarred and fucked up because they think they did something which they didn't, man. Dealing with a wicked ass nigga. When they should have called the police, filed a report, and locked his bitch ass up. I don't like rapists or child molesters, and I don't like deceptive, deceiving ass, wicked ass niggas, man. We got a lot of that. They got a lot of misters in the family. You ever seen Color Purple with Mister? Hey, Mister was a motherfucker. And that was designed after real life scenarios. But see, we got to learn a new way of life. When you find out you dealing with a demon, cut them off, man. These are the same wicked kings. These are the ancient men that live. A lot of them sat on thrones and now they work at Walmart. A lot of them sat on thrones and now they damn auto mechanics. A lot of them sat on thrones. They were wicked ass kings, wicked ass men of Israel. And they just ordinary Joes now, right? Because we in captivity. So you got to recognize who you dealing with. This nigga is a wicked ass king, an ancient man. And now he just signed his death warrant. That's why I check these brothers out as much as I can that are in this Imperial Guard in here. Because they're going to have to be trusted to protect this nation. Everybody in here gets vetted. And I can't say I catch everybody. What don't come out in the wash, always come out in the rinse. DG, he got past the wash, but he didn't get past the rinse. Because you can always count on a wicked ass nigga to get caught up in his own shit. And the Most High gonna point it out to where I can see it. Now I got him. See? The wool is gone. It was there. I ain't gonna lie. It was there. But it's gone. Some brothers got hurt in the process of him being here. But not no more. See, a real man of the Lord, he can't be held down and he can't be let go. If the Most High got his eyes on that man, nothing is going to stop him from being where the Most High wants him to be. That's why the scripture said, who have resisted his will? Okay? So, just know that the wicked kings are still here. But I can assure y'all that I'm not wicked. All right? I'm not wicked. I work at my righteousness every day. Just want y'all to know that. I want to be the best version of myself that I could be for the Most High, for this throne, and mainly, you know, for y'all. Because I'm responsible if I mislead y'all in any way. I'm responsible for that. And I take it seriously. So, hope y'all learned something. All right? Don't keep dealing with wicked ass motherfuckers, man. Cut them off. Throw them away. Have no contact with them and leave them alone. Deal with your pain. Deal with the mind fuck that they gave you, that you were dealing with somebody that was righteous. Put all of that away and believe what you learn. All right? So, I want to give all praises to the Father of lights, Yahweh, all praises due. Peace and blessings to Yahweh Shai, the big brother and son of the kingdom. We happily and eagerly await your return. Peace and blessings to the royal house. Peace and power to the throne. See you on the next go round. KD out. Shalom.